Okay, short and small tutorial for the Rockbounce, and start back here. I have full bright on so you can see the tunnel. You obviously don't have that in a run, but it's not that hard to find this place. I like to start from where this tunnel is, mainly because I used to just slam into this anyway. You can try it from all the way to the load. You don't have to like stop or anything if you want to practice that. It just will probably change the hop count, but that shouldn't be too hard to adjust for. So what I like to do is you pretty much need 1/8 H at least at the end. 2 is better, but you try it with 1/8 H, it's really hard to hit the correct place. But I also start with 1/8 H fully standing and plus walk, which is probably not needed. It will again change the hop count, +1 maybe. So I circle strafe and then I 1/8 H, and this is where change to 1/8 H twice, or depending on speed I might have to land 1/8 H here. I do 1/8 H so I have full control over my horizontal like angle, and you want to hit this rock at the side of it. If you hit it straight on, you will fly up. If you miss it and maybe hit this, either you just barely not make it, or you will go this way, which you can salvage. You can go past this tree in the house and curve over. Totally possible. And I also will show a backup later if you land over there. So this is quite a hard thread, so let's try it. You can also do this, by the way. You would have to go on the high ramp those to get it still. And the thing is, if that happens, what just happened, I would have probably had to crouch because I was way too far forward with my hop. So kind of have to react to what's happening around you. This is what happens if you hit it straight on. This is what happens if you hit this thing. Hit it straight on again. This time it was a mistake. And please let me up. I want to show the backup. Okay. Let's say this happens and you land right here. You can do it from here. It's not easy, but you definitely can do it from here. So let's make a save. You can do this. And not hit this thing, obviously. So let's try to get it. Okay, I missed my S step there, but you get the idea. You can maybe try turning around and ABH that should be possible. If you land down here, you could try this, I guess. It requires quite a bit of timing though, because you have to like do a standing hop and go right over the fence or you will get stuck. So this also has a lot of backups, as you can see. Perfect, okay. And hit the rock there and go right into the tunnel. Now, you see me taking a lot of damage. This is because I obviously have a lot of HP because I started the map. Normally you don't have that much. You can kind of control how high you go, which is not as easy though as the launch itself. Because you have to hit the rock very lightly. I actually edge bugged. That's not what's supposed to happen. But even then you can still salvage it, as you see. This time I tried to hit the small roof there, didn't work out. Oh yeah, this backup is also not that hard. Just standing ABH and then around 3 hops I think, and then you curve over, crouch, mid-jump over the little fence, and you should boost into the hill. I'm trying to land on the roof though, but it doesn't quite work. There we go. I actually lost all my speed though. If that happens, I would probably recommend doing the normal Ace H strat here. Crouch Ace H to get full speed into this rock again. Just like the normal strat basically. I actually am trying to get onto the roof. Roof strat is quite hard. Especially if you land and lose all your speed. If you don't have low HP, then this shouldn't be too hard. 100 should be sufficient, and this time I curved into the building. This ABH takes quite a bit of practice. Ah, okay, I hit the pole. And this time I hit the building, which still lets you get up here, like I said earlier, for backup strats. But yeah, so it's 3 ASH and then 2 AFH that I do here. So I regain control. 1 also works, kind of messed up the rock bounce. But yeah, so I would recommend 2 AFH because it lets you regain control much faster. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Major fracture detected.
And you can also slope off the train, which I just didn't do. This time I would have needed 3 because my initial hops were really bad. If you have like 1300 before switching to the AFH, then you should be good. This time I needed 3 hops. Ah, it slowed me down again. It sucks. Oh yeah. You can see it's really not that difficult. I think what people mostly do wrong, they try to have their last hop go into the rock, which is not what I do. As you can see, I'm AFHing, then I'm holding sprint, and I turn into the rock midair. Makes it much easier.
Major fracture detected.
Okay, I didn't curve into the train. Another thing we would have to learn to train back up, but that's mostly for the other ones. Let's try to get one that deflects me into the completely wrong direction, like I mentioned earlier. Okay, so apparently you can also hit the tree. I've not seen that yet. Anyway, you would have to go past here or here. Then you would ASH or AFH, ASH is really bad here probably, into this direction and then into this. Try it one more time. You can kind of imagine what I'm trying to say. This tree is really bad, so anyway, this is just a backup. This is really not needed normally. And I missed the... Anyway, you would curve this way and do the same thing. One more time. Ah, tiny bit too low. Whoa, okay, I went the complete wrong way. So stay near the bridge if you do that backup, I guess. Yeah, and you have to curve over really fast or you will hit that brick, that wall. And if you just jump over this, you will hit those things probably. So you have to be like around this place or closer, and then as soon as you jump, crouch and curve over. That will make it over. As a backup, obviously. That happens. You can always do this. I'm almost certain you could also do David launch from here. You just go over here and do from here. Yeah, don't curve into this direction or this will happen. There's nothing you can do about that then. That's not what I meant to do, but okay. I guess that's also an option.
Major fracture detected.
Apparently that is an edge. Anyway, you get the idea. Once again, if you don't have that much HP, because that could also work. If you don't have that much HP, you should have around 100 here, honestly, but you can kind of learn how to control the launch. With smaller launches like that, and then you would have to curve off the side of the trains like normal. That was definitely not enough, but whatever, that's not the point. You see, you can definitely control how high your launch goes. Let's try to do a big one. It will take a lot more health. 100 HP, it should still work. And that's how you end the map. One more thing for the landing, I guess. Get there really quick. Oops. Okay, I messed that up. Turned badly. Okay. This place is really weird. However, this place will almost always redirect you right towards the tunnel. If you hit it around here, it will send you straight up. If you hit it around here, it will send you perfectly even with the tunnel. Oops, that is actually not the safe I wanted. Anyway, you get the idea. So, the only really difficult part here is that you have to manage your hops. Once again, 1, 2, 3, and then IFH into the rock. You can probably do it with only ASH, but that is probably super hard. Yeah, I can't even. I keep missing. Also, try to keep on this side of the tunnel, makes it a lot easier to curve into the rock. I guess that's also something you could practice doing the end with ABH. You might even be able to do this. Oh, this gives you a lot more speed, so the hop count might not turn out that well. Anyway, like I said before, if you slow a bit down, you come into this tunnel with a lot of speed normally. So if you slow it down just a tiny bit, you probably can do it from back here. Easy every time. You probably don't want to hit that roof. Oh yeah, you would have to slow down just a tiny bit so that your hop counts don't suck. Super train, this would have been beautiful. It would have launched me right to the end. Anyway, you get the idea. This is already going on way too long. Practice this a bit if you want to do this. From my timing, this is about 6 seconds, 6 to 7 seconds faster than David's launch. Simply because you can do it from back there without stopping. I guess you can do David launch also without stopping. In my opinion, my launch has a bit more backups possible, and if that happens, David launch, you have to edge back. Sure. You have to basically no way of landing it except if that happens. Anyway. I hope this helps. What the fuck just